So this is your store and you sell clothing and shoes. You bought these shoes for $1, another batch for $2, and then another batch later on for $3. This is the cost to get the shoes into your store. You then sell them for $5. So do you think that if you had thousands of pairs of shoes, you would be able to specifically identify which shoes are sold and what they cost you exactly? Probably not. So in order to be more efficient, we need to rely on assumptions. First assumption is standard costing. As you will see in your practitioner's guide, there is a science behind this, and this is calculated by management and accountants, etc. We won't assign an actual cost, but a targeted cost. So in this instance, we will cost it at $4. So no matter which shoes your customer buys, your revenue is $5, COGS are your estimated $4, and profit is $1. Next, the weighted average costing. Now we simply find the average cost of the shoes, which in this case is $2. Why? Because 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6, and divided by 3 batches is 2. Remember though, we will average after every batch we receive. Again, it doesn't matter which shoes the customer takes, because we have calculated the average cost of all the shoes, and that is $2. Therefore, profit will be $3. Next is FIFO, first in, first out, meaning that theoretically, the first to be bought is the first to be sold. So if our customer picks up the third set of shoes, she still pays $5. Our cost of goods is not $3 because we do not care which shoes she picked. We assume she picked the first at $1. Therefore, gross profit is $4. Now let's look at LIFO, last in, first out. We assume that whatever we bought last is the first to be sold. So even though our customer buys the second batch of shoes, our COGS is not $2 because again, we do not care which shoes she took. We assume she took the last batch at $3, so therefore our gross profit is $2. Looking at a comparison, you will see each valuation ends in a different gross profit, meaning you will possibly pay different taxes on each method. So let's dig deeper. Okay, so now you're selling these pretty pink heels. At the start of the year, you had 50 units bought at $3 and purchased 20 more at $5. You sell 30 units through the year, leaving you with 40. Using standard costing, which we'll say in this case is $6, what is your cost of goods sold and what is your ending inventory? COGS is 30 units multiplied by $6, giving you a total of $180. And your closing inventory is your leftover 40 units, also at $6, equaling $240. So let's solve the same problem using average costing. What is your COGS and what is your ending inventory? Remember to calculate the average cost of the shoes first. To work out the average cost, we take 50 units as $3, giving us $150. 20 units at $5 is $100. Add them together, you get $250. Divide them by 70 total units, and our average cost is then $3.57. So COGS are your 30 units sold multiplied by average cost of $3.57, giving you a total of $107.10. Your ending inventory comes in at 40 units by $3.57, totaling $142.80. Let's use FIFO now. Same beginning inventory and same purchases. Just remember that with FIFO, what we bought first is the first to be sold. COGS are 30 at the first purchase costing of $3, totaling $90. Ending inventory will be the remaining 20 at $3 and the 20 at $5, totaling $160. So again, same beginning inventory and purchases, but now we will be calculating COGS and ending inventory using LIFO. Remember now, last in, first out applies. COGS are now 20 units at $5 and 10 units at $3, totaling $130. Closing inventory will be the last 40 units of our beginning inventory at $3, totaling $120. If you compare the different valuations outcomes, you will see very different totals for COGS and ending inventory.